He's been tickling the ivories and often the audience's funny bones at the Arvada Center for 25 years.
You've heard that before.
But renowned pianist Jeffery Siegel has a serious point to his musical performances called keyboard conversations, instilling a new appreciation for classical music.
Now that you're familiar with the tune, let's marvel at what Mozart's able to do with it in a few of these variations on what we know as Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Keyboard conversations are in essence concerts with commentary, but they're not lectures about musical examples, though information is imparted. Prior to the performance of each piece, I speak briefly and in non-technical language to the audience about the music that they're going to hear. And I hope as a result of what I have said about the piece of music, when I sit down to play it straight through, the audience is getting more out of the listening experience than might have been the case otherwise.
Giving audiences an appreciation for classical music that they can't get anywhere else. He plays to both avid music fans and those just discovering classical music, and invites their questions after the performance.
And when people say at the question and answer bit, "I'd never heard this piece before, and I'm so grateful that you shared it with us," or "I've heard Rhapsody in Blue all my life, but I never realized what a great piece it is," that's why I do it.
The son of a Chicago symphony musician, Siegel's musical interest began early. He trained at Juilliard in New York, where he lives with his family. He's played with the world's greatest orchestras.
Whether you're talking Berlin or Moscow or New York or Philadelphia, I have a lifetime of wonderful memories. But I also have wonderful memories of the 25 years of doing the season here.
For that reason, he made a special appearance this summer for a donor and patron appreciation dinner.
And I wanted very much to be here this evening to express my personal thanks to all of you for making this center possible. These things don't happen by themselves. And particularly today, without your generosity, without your enthusiasm for this place, we probably couldn't do what we do. So as someone who is a visiting guest artist who they can't get rid of over 24 years, may I also say thank you to you for your generosity and for your support of this very special institution.
And with that, he shared a very special keyboard conversation.
This begs the question, does the cat get the mouse in the end or not? Now, after I perform this piece for you, we're going to take a vote. Aaron Copland's Opus 1, his first published composition, The Cat and the Mouse. All right, let's take a vote. How many of you think that the cat gets the mouse at the end of the piece? Raise your hands. And how many of you feel that the mouse escapes at the end of the piece? Raise your hand.
And by the way, those folks were wrong. Siegel explains Copland's composition was inspired by a poem about an old cat and a young mouse, in which the cat catches the mouse.
And then devours the mouse. I have a very special feeling for this organization that has engaged me to be here for a quarter century, but also for the audience that comes. I'd like the audience to get this, how privileged we are to have this great music to enrich our lives with. It's not background music. We call it classic because it's the greatest that's ever been written, and it survives the test of time.
You have 4 opportunities to see Jeffery Siegel during his 25th anniversary series of keyboard conversations at the Arvada Center this season. On October 3rd, it's Spellbinding Bach. On November 7th, Claude Debussy, Clair de Lune, Fireworks and Beyond. On March 6, 2013, it's Schubert in the Age of the Soundbite. And on May 8, 2013, it will be Listen to the Dance, waltzes, marches, polkas, and tangos. For tickets, call the Arvada Center box office at 720-898-7200 or go online to arvadacenter.org.